Ajit Pai is Trump's crony FCC chairperson who is doing everything he can to disperse of net neutrality and to make his financial overlords, is that the word?
Sure.
Happy over the cost of American citizens. Today he has released a video, or the FCC has rather, of him talking about mean tweets. It is just as stupid and cringeworthy as you think.
At Freedom Games 1776, Ajit Pai, go back to Africa, where you came from. Do you even English, bro? At The Real Solo Poke tweets, Ajit Pai is another fascist who needs to be apprehended and to be put on trial for crimes against the people. The guillotines are coming. Well, you're not gonna catch me if I'm back in Africa now, are ya? At Fluffy Destroya tweets, Ajit Pai, why do you hate America? Why do I hate America? Why do I hate America? Skinny jeans, kale, the Raiders, people who say acronyms like BAE and claim to be woke. I mean, what more evidence do you need? At Alcoves SMB, breaking news, Ajit Pai sent to jail for treason. American women less creeped out due to lack of Pai's face around. Well, when I get out of jail for treason, as Matthew McConaughey said, I might be older, but they'll be the same age.
What does that mean?
God.
Are you gonna rape some underage girls? Oof. Why would you even say that, you jackass? Okay, I'm mad besides the point. This man, okay, so this mean tweets became this thing that was funny with celebrities because people would point out like, oh, this celebrity looks annoyed all the time, and this one, I never want to see her movies again, or this guy, I don't like his face. With this guy is not subject to your taste in movies or television. This is a man who is trying to destroy net neutrality, and he's trying to write off people who are in opposition to him by finding the most grammatically illiterate tweets he can and trying to make them look stupid on that behalf. And the logic there is that I'm right. You're not right. You are a sellout. You are selling out the American people for money from ISP lobbies. You should be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't be giggling in videos from the Independent Journal Review about how you're a celebrity now or perceived celebrity now. You are a jackass, and you should go to jail. But don't touch any underage girls. You are using a weird quote, mister.
Listen, this is just typical of the administration. This is just so typical of the administration. Laugh at the people who protest you in legitimate ways, who are against the stuff that you're doing. Find the worst examples and put that up there. This would be akin to the Young Turks constantly going and finding the dumbest hillbilly they can find to talk about Trump stuff. Like, it's just, once you're manipulating the message, it gets completely lost. And this guy is the wrong guy to use it with, because he's so, sometimes it's a hot take, sometimes nerds aren't funny. Sometimes nerds don't understand humor, and he does not understand humor in any way, shape, or form. And he is hitting all the wrong beats. The English bro, him drinking the Reese's cup, like all of it is just so incredibly out of step and just wrong. But there are people on the other side of the political spectrum who are probably seeing this video and laughing their asses off at the people he's making fun of.
Well, you're laughing at the wrong thing.
Right, exactly, and that's the problem.
So tone deaf to what the point is and why people might not like you. It's not a personal thing, it's because you're doing something terrible. You're doing something that the majority of Americans, both sides of the aisle, strictly oppose. This is something entirely in the name of profit for the already rich. We know it is, it's transparent, it's clear. John Oliver made you look like a clown, and you are a clown, but you don't respond to it. Well, I guess if you're a clown, you do respond to it in a clownish way, which completely misses the point, completely tone deaf.
Yeah, and the mean tweets on Jimmy Kimmel are funny.
They're funny.
Because he finds the right people and the right tweets, because he has actually professional comedy writers take a look and comb the internet for these tweets and find the right ones that work for the celebrities he brings on or the athletes he brings on. These are just, it's almost mean in a way, because it's sad and pathetic, and it just seems sad and pathetic to me about a guy who's fighting back against this. You can buy and sell all those people on the internet. Why do you want to take the time to do something this stupid?
To pick on maybe 3 people.
Exactly, and it doesn't help your case in any way, shape, or form. Out of the thousands I'm sure you've gotten, that are
especially
well-versed.
after the John Oliver takedown of what is happening. And it's just, you're trying to manipulate this message, and it's so transparent, and what you're doing is so transparent, and it's sad, it's ridiculous. You need to be listening to the many, many legitimate complaints against you and what you are doing, as opposed to whatever the hell that was.
Well, yeah, what you said is right, but it's also like, it's just typical because they have Trump who can make these kind of sexual references. He thinks he can make a sexual reference from Dazed and Confused, and it's totally okay. This is a man who has a wife making these kinds of jokes about being with underage girls when he gets out of prison. It's just typical of that whole vibe that everything's for fun, and it really isn't, because we've moved on, and these people from the Stone Age clearly haven't. It just goes that way. Yeah.
No, it's not funny. What you're doing to the country is not funny.
Yeah.
You're not our bro, you're not our bae, which, by the way, is not an acronym. Good Lord. What is your response to this, everyone? I think I have an idea, but I would love to hear your thoughts. And you know what? I think Ajit Pai would love to hear them as well on Twitter. Please try to spell them correctly, though. Otherwise, you're going to get included in another ridiculous video like this nonsense right here. And please like and subscribe for more.